Once upon a time, there lived two friends, Inamdi and Ifeanyi. Now, they had just come into life, were young adults, and they were deciding on the business they wanted to start. Ifeanyi, coming from a poor home, wanted a good business that he can start so that he can take care of his father and his mother. He decided to go into the food business, into food production, while his friend Inamdi went into the leather business. Now, Inamdi was not from a poor home, but his family was not rich. Now, both men worked really, really hard to amount to something. Inamdi's business picked up so fast and he became very, very rich and very, very popular. But Ifeanyi, his friend, was not jealous. Ifeanyi kept working and working, and eventually his own business picked up and he was able to take care of his parents. He was not as rich as his friend Inamdi, but he was no longer poor. He was content and happy. Now his parents told him it was time for him to settle down. With this type of business, this type of amount of money, he needs a woman to support him. And so Ifeanyi began to look for a wife, and he remembered his old friend Nkechi. Now Nkechi was from a wealthy home. Her parents were very rich. But one time Ifeanyi had met Nkechi. Although she was rich, she was very humble and kind to him. So one day he met up with her and told her that he wanted to marry her. He expressed his feelings and Nkechi agreed. And they began to see each other, and their parents knew about this. Slowly they began to plan their marriage. That was the goal. Now one day Ifeanyi made a mistake. He took Nkechi, the woman he wanted to marry, to Inamdi's house. He wanted to spend some time with Inamdi, but on getting to Inamdi's house, Nkechi realized that she liked Inamdi more. He was more handsome, he was richer, he spoke well, and he was very funny. Now, unbeknownst to Ifeanyi, Nkechi and Inamdi began to see each other. They began to like themselves. People began to tell Ifeanyi that something was going on, that they have been seeing Nkechi and Inamdi as strange places, at compromising situations. But Ifeanyi refused to believe. He trusted his friend Inamdi and he trusted Nkechi that they would not betray him. But unfortunately, one day, when Ifeanyi went to Inamdi's house, lo and behold, he saw Nkechi there. Now, at that moment, Ifeanyi was very angry and he told his parents he was no longer marrying Nkechi. Nkechi told her parents the situation, and her parents were not angry with her. That she explained that Inamdi was richer, more of their class, and so her parents accepted Inamdi. Inamdi and Nkechi got married, and Ifeanyi moved to another kingdom, and time passed. Now, a year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, and still Nkechi had not taken in. This was not so in her family lineage. Her people are known to have many children. Now, being worried, her mother went to see a chief priest to consult the oracles and ask what was happening. When she married her husband, within a few years, she gave birth to Nkechi and her siblings. The same thing with her own mother and her grandmother. In their lineage, children came very fast. They came in numbers. The chief priest told him that Nkechi had offended somebody and she had to go and seek forgiveness. Immediately, the mother thought of Ifeanyi. Maybe the way they had abandoned him had broken his heart and he had cursed their daughter. So Nkechi's mother and Nkechi, they went around looking for Ifeanyi and eventually they found him. When they found him, Ifeanyi had married another woman and the woman had already given birth to a son. Nkechi knelt down before Ifeanyi and began to cry, "Please forgive me. I do not mean to hurt you. at that time. But if when he said he wasn't angry, he did not place any curse on Nkechi, that he doesn't understand what is going on. And then they explained to him that they met a chief priest, and the chief priest said that it is because Ifeanyi is still angry with Nkechi, that is why she has not yet given birth for Inamdi. And Ifeanyi told them he wasn't angry with Nkechi, he wasn't angry with Inamdi. As you can see, I have moved on, he said. I now have my own wife, and the gods have blessed us with a son, and we're doing well. And indeed, he was. Nkechi could see that his house was bigger. He seemed to have gone wealthier. The gods have indeed blessed him. After getting his assurance that he was no longer angry with Nkechi, Inamdi, or their parents, they left. They believed that everything was going to be okay now, at least they've made peace. But another 2 years passed, and now it was a total of 5 years. And another year passed again, 6 years. Still, Nkechi had not taken it, and she began to fall sick. She was not a sickly child. What is going on? Her father said. What is the meaning of this? Inamdi had begun to sleep with other women. He was looking for a son. Their marriage was breaking. Every day, Nkechi was crying and crying and crying. What have I gotten myself into? She asked. One of these days, she fell sick, and her husband did not even care. The maid sent for her mother. Nkechi's mother came, and they rushed her to a very powerful Izemo. And there he did some incantations and concoctions and gave it to her, and she became better. But the Izemo told the mother that this sickness cannot go away until the people she has offended are appeased. But who has she offended again? The mother asked. We have gone to beg Ifeanyi, the person she was supposed to marry. We have begged him. Dezemo said it is not Ifeanyi that is the problem. It is the children that are crying under the home that she lives in. What do you mean, Dezemo? Speak clearly, do not speak in parables, the woman said. And Dezemo revealed to her, before your daughter married into this family, did you investigate? Did your husband investigate extensively about this family? And the mother said, yes, we did. They're from a wealthy home, they're from a good home. Is there any problem? They have never had any problem with childbirth in their family. We did check. Ezemo laughed. Your investigations did not go deep. Do you know that the foundation on which Inamdi's wealth is standing is that of dead children, the skulls of babies? Immediately, Nkechi's mother screamed, what? What are you talking about? And the Ezemo told her that in the beginning, when Inamdi had started his business, he was struggling. His father was a ritualist and they did not know. His father began to sacrifice the heads of babies to the god Ekwensu, the evil one, for exchange of wealth. As long as the father kept sacrificing children, Nnamdi, his son, will become rich and rich. But for him to have that money, Nnamdi will never have a child. It is possible that Nnamdi may not know this, but ask his father. His father knows. Your daughter has married into a very evil family, and the consequences of the action is affecting her. A girl who is from a fertile home now becomes a barren woman. The mother screamed. What type of nonsense is this? Eh? Immediately, she took Nkechi back to her home with her husband. And she told her husband that Nkechi will no longer marry Inamdi anymore. What is the meaning of this? Are you trying to destroy her marriage? Her husband asked her. Yes, my daughter will not marry into that evil family. And then she explained to her husband what the Ezemo had told her. Because of Inamdi's wealth, they were carried away. They did not do extensive investigation. Look at it now. After a few weeks, Inamdi came to his in-laws' place What is going on? My wife was sick. Yes. We came to visit her. Yes. But it has been 2 months now and she's not back. Immediately, Nkechi's parents shouted and told him that their daughter would not marry him anymore. As per customary rights, they have sent back the calabash and the bride price he paid. He should go away, they don't want anymore. Namdi was surprised. What is it? What is it? What happened? He asked. And his mother-in-law, Nkechi's mother, told him what the Ezemo had told them. And Nnamdi was very shocked. How dare you insult my father? And she said, go and ask your father, where did your wealth come from? And with that, Nnamdi left. After a few years, Nkechi was able to get herself again. And eventually, she married a man named Chukwudi. And within a year, Nkechi gave birth.